Yeah, what's the deal, people? This your girl, Lady B Moore. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a little while, but now I'm back. I had a real good break. That's why I've been gone. Had a break from school, Christmas break. Had a real good Christmas. I brought the New Year's in real well. You know what I'm saying? I had a real nice time. Kind of had some me time. I had some time to kind of think about what I was going to come back on here and say. Got to actually do some volunteer opportunities, go to a few little symposiums and workshops and stuff like that, and work with some young black children. Actually go to some middle schools and have a talk with them. And I mean, it was just real fun. Speaking of that, I actually have my shirt. We did a youth symposium. See, Martin Luther King Youth Symposium 2007. And here's the back of the shirt. Got a picture of Martin Luther King, and it's materializing the dream piece by piece. And it's supposed to, it has puzzle pieces on here, 4 puzzle pieces. It says love, faith, equality, and courage. And yeah, like I said, I went to the youth symposium. I did a little volunteer service. We went to talk to middle school kids, and we talked to them about sex. We talked to them about how black women are portrayed in the media. We talked about, where they were going to go from here. Like, they're in middle school now. What do they see themselves doing in the future? We just talked about really about their parents. If they can talk to their parents about certain things. And like I said, we really just kept it real with them. Explained to them about age. Some of the same stuff I kind of do on here is what I did to the children, but of course we kept it on a middle school type level. And anyway, while I was there, we actually had a guest speaker by the name of Kenya James. And if you don't know who she is the author of Black Girl Magazine. She actually started the magazine when she was 12 years old. She said she liked reading magazines. She's a real intelligent young girl. She's 17 now. But she said she liked to read magazines, and she noticed that a lot of magazines, they didn't contain any images of African Americans, or they didn't contain any things related to the African American culture. So she got the idea to kind of start her own magazine. So I mean, she really just came out and talked to the children and told them, just like Martin Luther King, you can follow your dream, have a dream, set your goals, set your aspirations, and don't just set them, go after them. You know what I'm saying? Basically, just tell stuff like that. And I just really had to come on here and just share that with y'all. And another thing that I did, which was yesterday, Martin Luther King Day, is I went to a Martin Luther King. It was you could call it a celebration. And yeah, it was real nice. We had another nice guest speaker by the name of Dr. Ian Smith. And some of y'all might have heard of Dr. Ian Smith off of VH1 Celebrity Fit Club. What I'm reading right now is a little flyer from it. But yeah, Dr. Ian Smith he was on Celebrity Fit Club, but not only that, he is a medical contributor to ABC's nationally syndicated The View. He's a medical columnist for Men's Health magazine. And he's did a lot of stuff. He's been on radio shows. He's been on many news shows. He's written books. His most recently released is The Fat Smash Diet. He's just basically a doctor. He came to talk about about some real important stuff about how he came up, how his parents had a struggle to get him into college. Him and his twin brother, they both got into Harvard. He said that they were the first two brothers and last 2 brothers to get in there for about 15 years. I kind of need to reword that. He said that when him and his brother entered, they were the last 2 African-American brothers to enter for the next 15 years. That's what he said, yeah. Sorry, I had to get that right. But yeah, he just basically talked to us about how you can come from nothing and make it real big. He's just telling all of anybody, just, strive for your dreams. And don't let anybody stop you. Like I've been telling y'all, like, I'm pretty sure your parents tell y'all, like a lot of people have been telling y'all, don't let nobody stop y'all from reaching y'all's dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing, it's not even hard to dream. And if you're going to dream big. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just limit yourself and try to dream and think, well, I might not can do this, I might not can do that. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. So don't ever put yourself down and say that you can't do this, you can't do that. And, I mean, this is my next part in the video. I've been gone for like a month or so I don't know if this is part 2, part 3. I want to say it's part 2, but I don't know. So at the end, I put whatever part it is. I don't really have any notes, but I mean, I have a few things in my mind that I want to talk about. So since I've been gone for a little while, I'm kind of rambling on again, but I just want to let y'all know I am back. No, I'm not gone. I've been getting emails everybody like, oh, Chocolate Mom, where you at? We missed your videos. We need you to come, spit something real to us. And, just stuff like that. So, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. And I do got more things to talk about. And I've been sending out bulletins to all my friends, because 2 great minds or 3 great minds is better than 1. So, I've been sending out bulletins and emails to see if anybody else has any ideas for me to talk. So, like, I'm one of the people that love to talk, love to do this, love to be on front screen, kind of love to be a leader. So, I'm just going here asking if anybody got anything that I can speak about. Get at the girl, let me know. That's basically what I'm saying. But what I want to talk about today is I've been hearing a lot of people, like, we had an election probably like 2 months ago. And the person I voted for was, I voted for Harold Ford Jr. Let's just get it out like that. He's a Democrat. I would consider myself a Democrat. And I voted for him. Unfortunately, he didn't win, but, that's not going to stop me from voting. What I'm getting on here to talk about is people get on here, they get on here, I see them face-to-face, I see them online, I see them on TV, I see them complaining so much about the people who win the elections, but then it seems so often that black people don't want to vote. So I hate that people want to complain and do all this and ramble on about how mad they are that such and such won, but they didn't even take their black self. They didn't even take their self in there to vote. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. I'm telling y'all can't be mad when y'all don't take the initiative to vote. When so many of our people, so many people before us, so many nameless, faceless people fought and lost their lives so we can have the right to vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another issue is that y'all dropping out of school and denying yourself the education that our ancestors before us died for us to have. You know what I'm saying? There's so many stuff that we didn't have the choice to do. We didn't have the choice to go to school. We didn't have the choice to vote. Now we have the choice, and the black population in the education system, black population actually voting is declining. Not only that, we have less and less black people enrolling or even graduating from college. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying if our people died for us to have these things, these luxuries, then why are we as a people not doing as we should? It's not about Martin Luther King. Yeah, I said it was Martin Luther King Day. I showed y'all the t-shirt. I showed y'all the flyer. It's not about Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks. It's about us. It's about you. What are you doing to contribute to your society or leave a great name when you die? What are you doing so that your future generations can have something to fall back on or something to guide them to be great? What are you going to do? What can we do to be like the Martin Luther Kings and Nat Turners and Thurgood Marshalls and all these people that were so great? What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? What are we going to do? It's not about the people, the old people that have already did what they did and now they're too old to, to achieve something. It's about us. It's about our future generation. It's about our youth. That's why I felt so proudly about wearing this t-shirt, about going to the symposium and talking to the youth, because the youth are our future. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody we need to talk to. You just need to tell them that we can have dreams and great aspirations. We can be somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's why you shouldn't limit yourself. Don't limit your dreams or goals. Don't limit your education. Have dreams, big dreams, and aspire to achieve them. You know what I'm saying? No, bump that. Don't aspire to achieve them. You need to achieve them. Don't just set goals and then never achieve them. Anything you put your mind to, you can do. I don't care who tells you you can't do it. I've had so many, it's sad to say I've had so many teachers. I can remember the last time me being in 9th grade. I was in a computer class. You know what I'm saying? And I remember a teacher telling me that I would never be nothing. I would never amount to nothing. And I remember I cried so much that day. I was in 9th grade, so I don't even know how old that makes me. That was around the time 2001 when September 11th happened. So, like I said, I don't even remember how old I was. Maybe I was like 14, 15 or so. But I remember crying so much that day, just feeling so down. And just actually thinking in the back of my mind that maybe I was never going to amount to nothing. Maybe I couldn't be nothing. But, it took a few people, it took a few things to happen in my life for me to see that I could be somebody, that I could come to college and now show y'all these grades that I'm making. If I don't see, it's Chemistry 120, B+. Child and Family Studies, which is an elective, that's not really nothing but B+, Philosophy, B+, Sociology, B, Spanish, A. It's these things that I come to college and can have. I want y'all to see my 3.5 GPA. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Like my 9th grade year, like I said, the teacher put me down. She told me I could never be nothing. And it feels so good to show her stuff like this, to show her my books, to show her where I am now. I just turned 20. I got enough hours to be considered a junior, which is only my second year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so proud to go back to my hometown and show them that I am somebody. I did make it to be somebody. I am going to be somebody. So I just want to really just, it feels good to rub it in that ninth grade teacher's face to show her, you know, you told me I couldn't be anything. You told me I wasn't going to amount to nothing. And this is what I've accomplished so far. And I'm not even done yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what feels so good. I'm not even done yet. Like, I could cry tears of joy right now. Y'all don't know how far I've been, how much stuff I've gone through. But I mean, like, that's not even the point. It's not about where you came from. It's about where you're going. That's what people fail to realize, that it's not about you coming from the hood and the ghetto. It's not about that. It's about what you're going to be. It's about the aspirations and goals that you build for yourself, that you achieve. You know what I'm saying? So you can be somebody, be great. So when you get to that point, it's like you get to that point where you're so great that people don't even recognize and people don't even know that you came from the hood. Yeah, they say you can take the person out of the hood, but you can never take the hood out of the person. I've got so many, you know, I got so many emails that I'm trying to be eloquent. I'm trying to be educated. I'm trying to be intelligent, but you can still tell that I got a little bit of hood in my background. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come from that. That's why I don't understand all these people who rap like being ghetto and being hood is a good thing. We struggle so much. I struggle so much coming up, and it, like I said, it just feels so great to finally get where I've gotten, which I'm not finished yet, but it feels so great to get to this point and just be able to smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the people who believed in me, you know what I'm saying? I'm making them feel good. I'm making myself feel good. And I'm making all the people who didn't believe in me, all the people who tried to put me down and tell me I was never going to amount to nothing, it makes me feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm proving them wrong. You know what I'm saying? Prove the people who say negative things about you wrong, and prove the people who say positive things about you, to tell you can be everything. You can reach for the stars. You can aspire to be great. You can do all this. Make the people feel good. You know what I'm saying? Do the things that people tell you. You know what I'm saying? Achieve your goals. Be somebody. Be great. Do things to contribute and give back to others, to continue on a slippery slope, so your future will want to do great things and give back to their future generations. I mean, someone had to help you and me get there, you know, or, you know, help you get where you're going. So be great and help others. Help other young black, Latino, Hispanic, people of color be great. And maybe I shouldn't limit it to people of color. Help the people who aren't of color. You can help the white people, you know what I'm saying? Help them learn to love you, because people, the racist people out there who are teaching their children to hate because of skin color, you know what I'm saying? Them children, they don't have, I can't see a future for themselves, because eventually, like I said, the black people are going to be the majority, so they're going to have to learn to work and help people of color. You know, do you understand that? Like, people who are of color are going to have to learn to work with people who are of color. So I mean, yeah, help the people who aren't of color, help the people who are of color. Just help them, you know what I'm saying? Help them be great. Be inspirational, you know what I'm saying? I agree with people when they say we need a revolution, because like so many people have said, this stuff is getting out of hand. They say so much stuff about us. They put us down. They say so much. They call us the mud people. Say we have evolved from mud. We evolved from apes. We've evolved from gorillas. We did this and we did that, and we're the bad race, and we're so negative, and everything that has to do with black has such a negative connotation. People, this history that they're teaching us, this white history, you know what I'm saying? They leave out the important parts. They teach us white history in school, and they leave out the important parts. They hide the black people's great contributions and make the children feel bad to be black. Our ancestors' inventions were stolen and claimed by white men. Because we hear all the great things that white people have done and hear nothing about the great things that black people have done, we fear being black, and we fear learning the black culture. Africana studies. We have to wait till we are of age, till we are mature, to find out these things for ourselves. Like I was saying, I've been taught all this white culture, and people told me I was never going to be nothing, and because I was black, my people have never contributed nothing to society. They told me all this stuff, but it took me till I was 18, 19, 20 now, to find out that this stuff they're telling us now is fraudulent. This stuff they're telling us now is fiction. You have to wait till you're my age, to sometimes it's too late to find out what's real. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, you know, open the eyes for our brothers and sisters. Start educating our brothers and sisters, and don't wait till it's too late. Don't let them limit themselves. And you don't limit yourself, my brethren. Don't wait until it's too late. You know, do it now. Do it while you have a chance. Just, I mean, open your eyes. Start reading books. You know, I hate to see when I get on something and it be like your favorite books or your favorite novels or your favorite, anything that you read, and then to be like, oh, I don't read. Reading for white people. I hate when I see that. That just like, that cuts a hole in me. I hate when I see that because it's like blinding our young people to like what they could be. It's blinding them to, a person can't sell drugs all their life. All these drug dealers, yeah, they might be making money now. They might feel that being gangster is what it takes and all this, but what are you going to be doing if you make it to C80? Because, I mean, so many black people, so many even white people don't even make it to C80. If you make it to C80, what are you going to be doing? What do you have to fall back on? What are your benefits? You know what I'm saying? You can't sell drugs all your life, so what are you going to be doing? I mean, what are you aspiring to be? A street pharmacist and all this, you say it like it's cute. You make all these little cute names for it. But what are you going to be doing when you're 80? What are you going to be doing when you have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren to raise and all that? What are you going to be doing? You can't be you know what I'm saying? You can't be a drug dealer all your life. That's really what I want to say. And I just hate when they say, another thing, like I said, I'm rambling on, but I'm pretty sure y'all can get with me. I know y'all heard it so many times when they say, go back to Africa, go back to Africa, go back to Africa. I hate that. It ain't like we chose, or our ancestors chose, to get on that slave ship and bring our little black asses over to America. We didn't choose that. I mean, none of us chose that. None of us could even speak English enough to fucking talk to the Europeans, to relate to them that we wanted to come to a new country to be enslaved. Nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when they say go back to Africa, because really, in reality, the white man, or should I say the government, has corrupted Africa. They generated diseases. And when I say diseases, I don't want y'all to only think physical diseases. Like pathologists study diseases of the, diseases of the body, stuff like that. I don't really mean physical diseases. I mean mental diseases. Like, a part of the mental disease is the white history that I just basically gave y'all a little overview of. The white history they teach in school, that they leave out the important parts that blacks did contribute to society. You know what I'm saying? They never show that. They reverse history to make us look bad. And I believe, like, most of history we're being taught now is a lie. It's what they put in our heads to make us seem like the bad ones, and to make it just so many stuff. They don't even tell the real, like, they make it seem like Thanksgiving was a good thing, like they came over here and just had a feast with the Indians. No, it wasn't like that. They killed off so many Indians. They robbed the Indians for their land. You know what I'm saying? They robbed the Indians. The same thing they did to the black people, they did to the Indians. The same thing they did to the black people, they done to Jews. The same thing they done to Jews, they done to Asians and Hispanics and Latinos. And I mean, it's still going on today. And that's like, back in history, the first people were of color. There were yellow people, what they would call brown or red people, and there were black people. So I really think that they were the weird ones. You know what I'm saying? They were the weird ones, so they came to this new country, and they wanted to feel like they weren't the weird ones. They wanted to feel like they were big and important, and what they called themselves superior, and they wanted to make the people who were of color feel inferior. So they started doing all this stuff to them, started telling them that they didn't have a civilization, started telling them that their civilizations weren't real culture, and trying to make them live by the white culture. They try to make us speak English. They robbed us of our language. I mean, I can't speak a bit of Swahili. The only thing I know is, freedom in Swahili. That's the only thing I know in Swahili. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts so much that I would like to learn Swahili, and I would like to learn these other hundreds and hundreds of African languages that they have. But our people were robbed of that. They don't teach that in school. They teach Spanish. They teach Japanese. They teach Latin. They teach German. They teach Russian. They teach English. But they don't teach Swahili in school. There's so many stuff they don't teach. And, I mean, it's even been proven that bilingual people are much smarter than people who are closed-minded, people who only limit themselves to one language, which is English. People who learn English, people who grow up on English and limit themselves to English. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been proven that bilingual people are much smarter. And like I said, I just really hate that they never even gave us a chance to learn about our culture. They show us this fake culture of what African Americans are supposed to be. And I mean, it makes people in Africa even hate us. People are like, they don't want to consider themselves black. I've heard so many Jamaicans and Haitians and people from Trinidad and Tobago, people from Africa, different places in Africa, Ethiopia, Sudan, wherever, not want to consider themselves as black because they see how black Americans are acting. And like I said, we need to really just open our eyes, people. And I'm going to end it right here because, yeah, I've been rambling on a little bit. So I'm going to end it right here. But yeah, we need to learn about our culture. We need to learn about where we came from. The real stuff, not the stuff they teach us over here in America. Not to say you can't find what was real in America, but you know what I'm saying. We need to learn what's real. And I've been on here for like 20 minutes already, which I can't do that because I'm a director now. But yeah, I've been on here for like 20 minutes, so like just like the other ones, I'm gonna leave it open-ended. Anything y'all have to say, any suggestions y'all have, any constructive criticism y'all have, just comment on the video or send me an email. Yeah, get at your girl. I'm gonna let it go for now. One, power. And I had to come back just in case somebody wanted to question me because I looked at my video. I reviewed my video, that's the word. And you couldn't really see my grades. So I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I can see it. Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, look, there you go. B plus, B plus, B plus, B, A, GPA 3.5 if you can't see. And I want y'all to see I am cum laude. Just for those who think I might be on here fronting. And I would really show y'all my real name, but no telling how many people on here are really trying to find me and just like get a noose, as they would say, and cut my neck. So I can't see my name, but believe me, this is my grade report. I wouldn't be on here showing nobody else's grade report. Yeah, I just really had to come on and show that because you couldn't really see it. But yeah, now I really am gone. Holla at your girl. One.